Hey guys, welcome back to Just Carve Rob. Okay, what are we doing, Rob? Well, we are gonna paint our little dragon guy here, our little baby dragon, and we got all of our different color paints. Okay, so we got this green here for the body, and we've got the ivory color for the eggshell. And we got the black and gray for the rocks. And we got some of this sunflower color for the ridges. Okay. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and let's get started, I guess. What color? Where are we going to begin? Well, I say let's start out with the black down on the rocks. And don't worry, guys. The rocks aren't going to stay black. Find the right size paintbrush here. I think that one ought to work. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and move my foot pedals out of my place here so I can get to my. We got the black. I think we're going to need a smaller brush for getting down in that under the egg there. So let's use this one. Okay, there's our two brushes we're going to start out with. So let's start out with some black. Now, the reason I'm starting out with black is because I want to get down in these cracks here so they stay black when we go over it with the gray. Okay. And I did go through there with the wood burner, guys, on the rocks. Down through these cracks here on the rocks. And we also went through our cracks on our eggs. Yeah, if you guys don't have a high-speed air tool to like cut your little crack lines and stuff in, the wood burner with a fine tip works good for cutting them in too. Just wanted to throw that in there in case anybody's listening. Okay. So yeah, we'll go around here by the bottom of the egg first. And we're doing that in black just because it's black. Yeah, Rob, we know it's black. Well, you know what I'm saying, because it gives you it's cover up. Black is your cover up. I was going to paint all these rocks black, but I think it's just going to be easier to run through it with the paintbrush. This will put that deep shadow in there for you. Like they're really poking out. See how that makes it look better? Man, see that wood just sucking that up. I was going to Mod Podge this thing first, which is a good idea because it kind of seals the wood for you. Just a new trick I'm trying out, guys. I don't know how great it's going to work or anything, but I was watching one of those Doug Linker, one of his videos where he sealed his wood first. I think he used linseed oil. I'm not sure. You'd have to go back and watch that video. Okay, so there. Actually, I should just paint this whole base black, and then I can come back with one of the sunnier colors, I guess, and go ahead and drop it in, like inlay it into my RV there. Sign your paces, guys. Sign your paces. You never know when you might accidentally become an artist. I usually always sign my pieces and date them. So, okay. But anyway, the reason I didn't Mod Podge this first is because I need this done today. So, I know the Mod Podge dries really quick. I should just go ahead and Mod Podge it first. But anyway, it's just something I'm trying. You see how this thing is just sucking the paint in? See that? That's just really sucking the paint in. If you Mod Podge that first, it wouldn't take near as much paint. And believe it or not, with the Mod Podge sealing it, you still get that. If you thin your paint down, you can still get that look that it's stained. But yeah, I seen Doug Linker do it, and then he painted his, and then he put more sealer over it. So you're, and it looked really, really sweet. So yeah. I gave it a try with the Mod Podge. I think he was using linseed oil. I'm thinking he was using. What the heck? Let's go ahead and Mod Podge it first. Mod Podge. See? Mod Podge. This is satin. Now, the cool thing about Mod Podge is it comes in all kinds of different colors, guys. Or not colors. It comes in all different types of finishes. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. You can get it in satin, matte, gloss. So yeah, let's go ahead and we're just going to Mod Podge it real quick. The other thing the Mod Podge, I like what it does is see all these little nubs. Once it really sucks into the wood, it's water based. It sucks into the wood nice, and it helps stabilize your wood. Now, don't get me wrong. It's nothing like when Pete stabilizes wood to make rings or a bowl or whatever. Because he actually vacuums that in or pressurizes it in. I'm talking through my hat because I'm just going by the post I've seen Pete post with the cactus juice. So, yeah. So, if you want any more information about that, check it out on YouTube video or... Pete doesn't have a YouTube video. Pete, you should have a YouTube channel, Pete. Pete says, no, Rob, no. I say, yes, Pete, yes. So everybody go to the World of Carving Fusion World of Wood Carvers on Facebook and type in Pete Blair. And he'll come up and say, hey, Pete, why don't you want to be on YouTube, Pete? Just Carve Rob says he would love seeing you turn stuff. Pete's a wood turner. But Pete's been a carver here for years, okay? And then he jumped ship and ran to the wood turning side. Which, hey, I do a little bit of wood turning. It's a break from the carving, right? But Pete never came back from it. But believe me, Pete is a talented man. He showed me some of the work he's done with bandsaw, the scroll saw deal. You know, those people that take the scroll saws and they make all the cool stuff with just a scroll saw. And I'm not talking about just turning out negative spaces. I'm talking Pete took different colors of woods and made them things fit so tight you'd think it's one piece of wood. So yeah, Pete is an artist in his own right, but he'll never say that because he's way too modest. And I'm probably embarrassing him. I'm sorry, Pete, but I've seen the things you do, and it's impressive. Impressive to say the least. Pete should have his own gallery. But Pete is he's a worldwide international seller of his vases and things. He makes some awesome. Pete makes awesome stuff. Pete, why don't you want to share it with us? He does in his own way there on that Carving Fusion World of Wood Carvers. And if you guys are wood carvers or wood turners or whatever you like to do, hey, come on over and post on Carving Fusion World of Wood Carvers. It's a great community. Everybody is cool there, you know. I'm not just saying that because I'm on it, but I'm saying it because it's true, guys. We welcome everyone. Everyone that likes doing woodwork, whether it be scroll sawing, wood carving, chainsaw. We got chainsaw carvers. The founder, Jordy Johnson, Carving Fusion. He's a wood carver and does the chainsaw carving and all that stuff. He's a great artist. And we would love to see your art on that channel. Facebook. I know a lot of people don't like Facebook, and but that's where the channel is, Facebook. Go check out Jordy's Etsy account. He sells his wood carvings on Etsy. A lot of wood spirits Jordy does. But yeah, so come on, Pete. Tell Pete you want to see him start a YouTube channel. I don't think he will, but tell him anyway. Canada's got a lot of talented people. Of course, they got all the trees on the planet too, so. Pete just did a big auction thing, raising money for their local heroes up there, their police and their fire department and their rescue squad. And Pete's a great guy. And Pete, you should be proud of what you do. So yeah, head on over there to Carving Fusion, Carving Fusion World of Wood Carvers. Lots of talent. We'd love to see what you guys are doing, what you're up to. Post some pictures. People from all over the planet on that page. So don't think, oh, my stuff isn't good enough. Believe me, we're all beginners, and everybody on there is super nice. So come on by, check it out, post some stuff, join the group. You won't be sorry. Okay, there. The awesome thing about Mod Podge, guys, is this stuff sets up super quick. It dries super quick. That's why I like it. I don't like to have to sit around all day waiting for stuff to set up. Okay, so should have thought about that, Rob. You should have stuck them on a skewer before you started sticking your fingers to them. Yeah, just carve, Rob. Don't plan ahead that often. So, okay, we're going to let this guy set up, and we'll be right back with the paint. Okay, guys, onward with the paint job. All right, what's our next color that we're going to be using here? Let's go ahead and get his eggshell painted. So we're going to do the eggshell in ivory. So squirt a little ivory into our paint tray. Whoa, that's probably way too much. Water. And a paintbrush. Guess we'll use this one. And let's mix this up a little bit. Get your paint and your water mixed well. And you can tell when you start applying it whether you want to make it thicker or thinner. I think we want to make that a little bit thicker. So we'll just add a little more paint. Okay, that looks pretty good. You can usually tell by looking at the end of your paintbrush / stir stick. Okay, I think that's that'll give us our base coat anyway. Okay, guys, let me get this egg all painted up here, and I'll be right back, all right? All right, guys, here we are. We're carving our, we're done carving. We're painting our little dragon, our baby dragon. Okay, so we painted his shell, and we painted his eyes, and we painted his teeth, and we started painting his rocks, and I'm like, hey, you didn't bring the guys back from YouTube yet. So, figured I'd bring you guys back for a little bit of the rock painting here. Not all that super interesting, guys. Got 2 different color grays that we're using. We got a dark gray and a light gray. And they're just like 2 shades off. Just to add some different colors. Break up the rock pattern. I know you're saying, but they look the same to me. Well, they're not. And when they dry, you'll see that they're different colored grays. Because, okay, you can almost see it there. Light gray, dark gray. See the difference? This gray on this side is almost dry, so we used our hair dryer to help us out with the drying of the gray and the Mod Podge. Old hair dryer picked up at the where the Goodwill, I think it was. We picked that up. Just a cheap hair dryer. I think I paid like $3 for it. One of these days I'll get a regular heat gun. They're not that expensive. Get one for about 40 bucks, I guess. You know, a decent one. You buy a cheap one, you might as well just go to Goodwill and get a hairdryer. You know, we get one of them Wagner ones or one of those DeWalt ones or something. I don't know. Yep. It's fascinating, isn't it? I bought these paintbrushes at Walmart. And they seem to be holding up pretty good. I think they were like $5, maybe $7 for a whole set of them. You go down to a craft store, you could spend $7 for one paintbrush. Okay, yeah, the weather here in Michigan is terrible. Snowing yesterday, raining today, cold. The weather is definitely getting weirder, friends. You used to be able to set your clock. I mean, that's why they had months, right? You used to be able to depend on the weather. Not no more. It is, I guess it's one of them, it is what it is when you wake up type deals. Those poor guys in Alaska depend on the rivers freezing up and stuff to do their hunting and fishing. They have up there, they use the rivers more like a highway with snowmobiles and dog sleds and all that good stuff. And guess what? They've been getting less and less snow over the last couple years. You know, my opinion on global warming is, I don't think too much of it. If you look back in history, let's take Egypt, for example. You look back in history with Egypt, and the Nile River used to run right up to the pyramids. Now it's one great big desert. And you can't tell me their camels was farting so much it caused weather change. Okay? You just can't. I just won't buy in on that. So, according to scientists, the Earth slowly changes its axis, right? And as that happens, of course, it tilts parts of the Earth away from the sun and parts of it towards the sun. So I think it's all part of a natural cycle. It's just that they finally woke up and realized that it's happening. And it's just another way for Big Brother to try to put control on us. So that's my opinion on the whole situation. Not that it means a whole hill of beans, but I'm no scientist. I don't claim to be one. I don't play one on TV. Okay, so that's where we're at. Right? Got different color rocks, different color grays. So, yeah, that's where he is right now. let that paint dry up a little bit, and then we'll be right back for the green, I believe, is the next color on the agenda. So stay tuned. Okay, guys, that's what he's looking like after a little bit of drying. So let's move on to the green paint. Oh. Get rid of these colors that we don't need no more. Ooh. Before they get dried up and stuck in our paint cup. All right. Old t-shirts work great for paint rags. All right. So, on to the green. What color green? We've got like 8 different colors of green. I think a bright color green. The brightest green we got. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your paint thing. Shake your paint thing. All right. So our paint has been shook, shook, shook. Go with the green, green, green. Couple drops. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay, that ought to be enough. A little bit of water. Couple drops. That ought to be enough. Stir it up. All right, that should be stirred up enough. Look at that, I've already got green in there, and then we haven't even started painting yet. Okay. Try to keep the green out of our white. This is a very, very transparent green. I think this is airbrush paint. This may require 2 coats of this kind of paint. I think, yeah, this may be a, well, right here it is, fluorescent green. Yeah, it just says fluorescent green. It's not a transparent. It's not a transparent. So probably should have paint. You got to remember, airbrush paint is really thin to start out with. So we probably should have just left it without adding water to it. Usually any paint that you spray through a gun is going to be pretty thin. So you may not want to water it down. I would say try it on something else before you water it. Take a little piece of wood that you have and try it on it. All right, so we're just going to paint him all green. And like I said, it may require 2 coats of green. So that's where we're at with the paint. So let me get them painted and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, there's our baby dragon. Got his little yellow fingernails. He's all done. It's all done. The baby dragon is all painted. He's been Mod Podged. All that good stuff. See, we put some of the green color in his wing. Kind of got them all matched together there. I'm a baby dragon. Stop it, baby dragon. That's rude. Baby dragons can be rude. All right, baby dragon. That's enough of you. So that's it, guys. Share, subscribe, and like. Hit that bell. Be awesome. Carve something awesome. And we will catch you guys on the next one. Bye. Baby dragon.